What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher, and last time we cleared out a Salamandra area, a hideout of theirs, in the sewer, and this time round we heard that there's another such hideout, or something very similar, in the swamp area. We heard that they were overseeing some of these brickmakers. Man, there's beggar tick all over the place now. Overseeing some of these brickmakers and basically asking them to harvest plants for them. I don't know what this does. And it seemed as though that was basically help them get all the materials they needed to make more fist tech. We don't know exactly where that hideout is, but I bet we can figure that out. Take a quick look at our quests / our map. Let's see. King time? Vasca, the eldest of the brickmakers, asked me to free her people who have been captured by the salamanders led by Roland Lanine. Bandits are forcing the prisoners to harvest herbs. Yep. The brickmakers have been split into 3 groups, working 3 places. The cave, okay, we've been there. The glade, is that by the druids? And the area near the collapsed tower. Okay. There. Cave is actually very close by. And glade, okay. Road. That might be the lumberjack camp. I'm not entirely sure, actually. There's also the Shrine of Melitelli. It is not so far away where we had that other quest that we were supposed to complete. Might do that first. I don't think that was there before. Alright, we got some bloodsuckers as well. Probably pull out a weapon right about now, I would think. And yeah, I mean, we might be able to get one hit of quick stance in there, but we're gonna have to use group stance pretty soon. Now, just 2 of them. Use heavy against you. As long as that worker is gonna not bother us too much. Wow, that looked painful. I think the bloodsuckers do deal damage when they die. They kind of make a poisony area, but the Hikikomor workers do something like that too. Their normal attacks, so I'm not actually sure which one it was that dealt that damage to us. But either way, it did hurt. I do also wish that we had perhaps purchased the book that allowed us to figure out what item we can take from the Hikikomor workers. Is this? Yeah, this is steel. I was gonna say. This is far too little damage. Type of enemy we're working with here. Finish you off. You guys are not dead. Just knocked down. Okay, please move, Geralt. Please move and please attack. Very inconvenient. We actually, yeah, we're not doing so well at the moment. Took a lot of damage from that first fight. That was not the best thing for us to do there. Just letting those guys get easy hits on us. That's a good kill, though. That is not a good dodge when those guys clearly were not about to attack us. There we go, though. Okay. Probably take a moment here. Make sure we get some of our HP back. Once upon a time, there was an Equinox right by that thing. As for whether it is still here, couldn't tell you. But that is not the best thing for us to be running into when we have low HP. The other thing I wanted to check was... kind of wanted to, yeah, go by the shrine a little bit. So we're so close to it. There were definitely some power plants over here. First time we went over in this direction. As for whether they are still here, probably about to find out. Plenty of bloodsuckers. Agritic as well. I swear, this stuff spread like crazy. 4 of it? Ow. There is a place of power here. Otherwise, I'm not totally sure what we're looking for here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Because, well... Hold on. Oh, that corpse, probably? Bet that's it. A lot of Bloodzoogers. I can double check based on this other little side quest we had. Or was it? It was gonna be something with an exclamation mark by the side, correct? We also, yeah, we could be collecting those parts specifically for the Kikamura contract, which would be nice. That. Not that. Not that. This. Near the Shrine of Melatelli. So that's where we are right now. Not gonna give me any further hints, then I'm gonna assume it's gonna be this corpse that is surrounded 360 degrees by Bloodzoogers. We could take this one out. That'd be kind of nice, because it's farther away from all the others. I was gonna say, did we just let that thing walk up and attack us without fighting back? That didn't kill you? There we go. Are all those guys chasing after us right now? They're so slow I can't actually tell. I think we have two. Those two are chasing us. There might be a third one still on the island. No. I think we're good there. Tried to retreat so that we wouldn't be getting attacked by two at once, and then ran into a tree. This is a very good angle for us. Make sure that we only fight one at a time. And yeah, they do seem to explode or something into that poison cloud when you kill them. And we did get hit by it. Here I was thinking we were being careful, making sure that we wouldn't do that, and we did. Dealt a fair bit of damage, too. Now, we did, of course, get rid of basically all of our food not so long ago. And so I don't think we have any at the moment. Can't regenerate quickly that way. Place of power, I mean, yes, sure, it would give us a little bit of extra damage, but it doesn't heal us. So we're mostly waiting to do this the old-fashioned way. Granted, Bloodzoogers that are left are on the opposite side of the island. At least at the moment, so you could make the case that we could make a run for it. I'd like to take out at least one more of them, though. They are so slow. Would make you think that you'd probably be safe. Now is not the best time, now that they're starting to come closer to the corpse. But that might be good enough to isolate one of them. And we still have relatively low HP at the moment. That probably was confirmation that once they are further away, we can, in fact, just scoop up the stuff by the corpse and then be on our way. They did not seem to care much for us when we were standing over there. So now they're maybe positioned in a not as favorable way. Right now, I'd rather not fight two when we have low HP like this. If you could just, like... Okay, well, we have attracted the attention of one of them. Which I suppose is kind of what I asked for. Can I drive you away from the island? We actually could. Could do this and then just do a little run around. Crack the other Bloodzooger. Probably gonna backfire. It is, because now we can't talk to the corpse, and by talk to the corpse, I mean, you know what I mean. Now we theoretically have two that are chasing after us, although... Hold on. Let him do his thing. Okay, I don't think we took any damage there. Pretty good. Second guy is coming for us, though. Are you dying or are you not dying? Could have hit you with some bleed, but it appears as though that was not enough to finish you off. Now it will be though, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, that fortunately did not hit us. Just this one guy now. Really? You're not gonna let me? Fine, I'll fight him. Oh, no. There we go. Please attack. Thank you. Run away! Run away! Run away! Okay. There we go. Was the family ring. Glad we were looking in the right place after all. Glad we could get that one sorted out while we were on our way to the salamander stuff as well. Kill two birds with one stone a bit. That guy told us he'd give us only 100 orns, which is not that much actually, but I mean, if it's not a huge deal to get it done, then why not? It's this though. I don't remember there being a trunk here. Whoa! I don't remember having seen that. I do wonder if that's new. Cave, I believe, is right over here. By this corpse, you know? Was an Echinops right here. Not long ago. That bird did startle me. Make me think it was the Echinops coming up. He was over here. I mean, oh, we did take the torch, because we did not have anything in our offhand. How we stashed all that stuff, and it turns out it might actually be helpful right about now, because we do not have a cat potion in this cave. Originally, these were all wolves down here, but it appears as though that's a little different this time around, obviously. We did, once upon a time, know the layout of this place, but apparently it's not shown us anymore. Okay. I mean, ideally, I would love to, like, not fight all of you simultaneously, as per usual. Tends to be something that I like to avoid. There are a lot of you very close by. Also, I have about half HP at the moment, which is not a great time to be fighting.
I'm not playing that.
Oh. Can I, like, escape with you? Is that a thing? If I go out here with you, do you make it out safely? Curious if that did anything? I have no idea. We escort them out one by one. I mean, that looks like that might be the same little boy. Okay, I did get 2 of them, but I think that's okay. Much better than getting 3 or more.
You'll regret the day you were born.
Okay, you do have a fair bit of HP. Oh, okay, I don't like trying to get more attention here. He did apparently hit me. Also, please don't attack the boy. I would think that that would have attracted a lot of attention. Also, we are supposed to be fighting you with a heavy stance, I'm fairly certain. Not you, though. Fortunately, your friends didn't come to help you. That was actually very fortunate. What are you doing? Coming to check in on your friend after he's dead? How very kind of you. Now you guys aren't fighting? Not sure if the kid died because he's not there anymore. No, there he is. Okay. Good sign. Diamond dust, I believe, is very valuable. Ooh, gold ring. Also pretty valuable.
The messenger of the Lords lifts me from my knees and tears off my chains.
Are you the brickmaker's lost child?
I sat on foreign shores, crying and remembering my fatherland.
So neither druids nor dryads kidnapped you.
Blessed be he who wields a sword against my enemies.
Okay. Hurry home.
Who is above the Lords?
Right. I'll be going.
Okay. Did you successfully escape? Also, there's still at least one guard remaining. You're, like, technically not really safe at the moment. But I did take out the most difficult of these enemies. Presumably, also,
You'll regret the day you
taking
were
a sword
born.
out would be helpful. Probably. I'm helping you. Fighting this guy in pitch darkness. And I will talk to liberated brickmakers, because I'm not sure I have a choice in the matter.
We are saved. At last.
No, I came on my own. You're free.
Hear that, everyone? We're going home.
Before you go, tell me what you know about Salamandra.
They held us at a camp. One group may be by the old logging area.
Yep, that's what
Thank
we thought. Okay. I mean, are there other new things there? Man, a bunch of valuables on them. So, like, previously we explored this whole cave when it was just the wolves down here. Is it totally repopulated with other stuff now? Now that Salamandra has been taking it over? Or is it just the stuff that we were doing a moment ago and nothing else? I'm a little curious. And that's a dead end. This is the way through that would lead us to a bunch of other stuff, and there were interesting things here. Granted, we're not going to be able to see much of anything. Oh! Okay, so Vran... Oh dear. Run, 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 run. We can't escape. There's no way we can see at the moment. We can maybe mark the exit. Okay, so it's a right turn, and then it's another right turn. I'm probably walking into a hallway. Or into a wall, rather. Unlike heck. It's probably still behind us. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to leave when it's still chasing us. We're about to find out. Nope, we can't. We are in bad shape then. Okay, well, we have fought... Okay. For some reason, I was getting really concerned because I thought this was, I think, more of a wyvern rather than a cockatrice. We have fought cockatrices before. Granted, it was a long time ago when we were using a blizzard potion. And this guy is... Oh, we can't use the strong stance. We know that. Running at us endurance here, which I think is something that I would like to do when he does his big jump. So I did that too fast. That is correct. Okay, you know what? Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was definitely mistaking them for wyverns and thinking there was no way we would be able to take them out. I mean, not that I'm so inclined to fight more of them now. I mean, at some point, I kind of would like to. I think we do have a contract for them, right? How many do we need? 5 feathers. We had 1 from a long, long time ago. There's 2. I mean, saw that wasn't actually that bad when we could fight him. If we had a potion or food of some variety, that would probably be helpful. Yeah, no, I don't think we can fight this many of them simultaneously. Also, again, navigation, tricky. At some point, we may come back. Or it might just be that there are other places that didn't used to have cockatrices that now do. So, I'm glad we investigated and figured that out. But, at least at the moment, probably not the best time to do it. We did. There was a power plant, and I mean super powerful plant here, originally. Right there, I think. Apparently not anymore, although I may have miscalculated. It might have been slightly further down here. Seeing one. That may have changed too. This is where lumberjacks were originally. See the trunk over there. I don't see now I see salamander. That's more so where the druids were. Or diamond dust. That rusty sword is bad. And so is that. Not even gonna bother holding on to it. Oh, yep. Those are certainly the lumberjacks, and that is certainly some salamander stuff. Bit of salamander presence. There's only, what, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4? Don't really see the best angle from which to attack them. Surely this guy can see us, right? There we go. Got just 2 of them, I think. I'm gonna try to lead him away. Make sure that it is only 2. These are both heavy stance dudes.
I'll make you squeal.
Will you now? Pretty sure we just went from attacking one of them to attacking the other. I don't like that we're headed back toward where all their friends are. It should be the finishing blow against you. It is. Still don't have a lot of HP. Bear that in mind. Not like we magically recovered all of our HP when we moved out of the cave there. We want to be mindful that if we're like about to fight a salamander leader of some variety, like Overseer's helpers, that is the Overseer himself. But I think that's one of the guys, the types of guys that we fought earlier while we were in the cave, and they didn't deal so much damage. Certainly not when there's only 2 of them. Do this. You are technically a quick stance, dude. Okay. Now we're to heavy stance, dude. You should be no big deal when you're just by yourself.
You were born.
And something tells me you're wrong about that. Okay, liberated brickmakers. Give me some info.
Thanks be to the lords.
You're free.
We wish to reward you.
What is Salamandra doing in the swamp?
They're based at the former non-humans camp. You'd need
Really?
an army to drive them out.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
Okay, I suppose that is relatively close to the collapsed tower that we found on our first go-round. Not that the collapsed tower would change location as an inanimate object, but still. Other looting stuff here? 60 coins, that's not bad. More beggar tick? I mean, at this point it's becoming one of the most common of all the plants, strangely enough. Yeah, here? I guess not. They said that the druids were actually still in their camp, that they were the only people who were willing to stay. I do wonder if that's true. Again, plant territory, question mark? This is where the order was. Ew, that doesn't look good. Would we rather have a Temerian Iron Axe as our secondary weapon? I mean, I don't think any of those things are particularly interesting. Hierophant. That's new. Not heard about that. Davin, or Gavin, or however you say his name, is here. You.
Welcome.
Greetings.
Do my eyes play tricks? Is it Geralt, the famed White Wolf?
Oh,
Indeed.
you didn't have to.
How do you know me?
Yeah.
I've heard about you from our friend Mousesack.
I
Oh,
lost my memory and don't remember Mousesack.
you know, I'm not sure you do want to remember.
Perhaps I can help, if you stay for a few years.
I must attend to urgent
No.
matters.
Yes?
What, a few years? That's, certainly you don't have anything more urgent than that.
We have mutual friends?
You might say so. My former poker partner Mousesack mentioned you. It has been a while since we last met.
I play, so we might sit down to a game sometime.
We could indeed play. They say you're clever. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes.
What else? I mean, we probably will look to do that
What
possibly
do you
just
think
after
of
this.
Scoia'tael?
I'm uninterested in political conflicts. The Druids prevail because we possess nothing that kings covet. They, in turn, know we pose no threat to their power.
They may disapprove of you sheltering Scoia'tael.
We help all those in need as long as they respect our customs. The elves respect and understand nature.
And humans do not.
Not all, sadly. Rivers near cities are befouled with waste. Once great forests are logged without restraint. Animals that once thrived have become scarce.
I see.
Yes?
I mean, it's true. But mostly, let's play poker. Oh! This is the last person we needed to face in order to become a professional? We don't even need to beat him, I guess? Excuse me. Were our opponent's dice always a different color? Or does that mean that he is actually a professional and we are not? Ria's pair of threes, we have a pair of fours. I mean, that's not exactly a tremendous advantage that we have there. We're actually kind of close to having a straight 6, 5, 4, 3. If we were feeling really daring, we could re-roll one of the fours, try to get 2. But I'm going to play it safe here. We do have at least a little bit of an advantage. We did get triple fours, so that is definitely something. Rolled everything. We got him. Okay, nice. And triple threes. Also not bad. What does he end up with? 3 and 4 and 6. I think triple is better than a pair, 2 pair, if I remember correctly. So again, it's a bit of a shaky lead, but it is a lead, I think. We'll try to build off that, see if we can get a full house or another... Ah, full house! You don't say. Nice. We didn't get anything for that second round there, but... Well, he is technically a professional. Okay. That's the first professional we've beaten then. Alright, Morin we have to avoid. Thought there was... Gaven, though, somewhere. Where'd you go? You're not hanging out with Morin. You are doing just that. Okay, if you could just, like, yeah. You walk this way, and then I'll angle the camera. Gaven, work with me here. Work with me here. You're not working with me. Okay, there are some big bad wolves. And some negative. I mean, I guess it's not so surprising that there are valuable plants by where the druids hang out. That makes sense since they're so big on nature. But primary thing that we're looking to target, oh, and the Banewed is also very rare too. Primary thing we're looking to target though is the Scoia'tael camp, or at least a place where formerly there was a Scoia'tael camp. I believe we are headed toward now. My memory serves me correct. Although this path seems... Okay, no. I was going to say, this path seems much longer than I remembered it being, but... It does end in the dock. I remember that. Also approaching the Wyvern Island. Oh! And there may or may not be a special Wyvern over there by the name of Moa, whom I do not know, but this does interest and concern me to an equal extent. So I mean, like, gotta check it out, right? We can't just ignore it. Is this special dragon going to Royal Wyvern and Moa? Those are much bigger dragons than we saw earlier. Does make me think that maybe we ought to have fought the dragons when they were just little wyverns and not humongous freaking things. Here are the overseers, along with more bigger tick. Of very large quantities of that. Power plant of some variety. I didn't actually see it. I know that sound. Also, yeah, it is truly a power plant. But these guys. Haha, power plant. Says the energy consultant.
Mess with me and die.
I mean, you say that, but look how that turned out.
I'll make you squeal.
I mean, I'm less concerned about you than I am about the power plant over there, so yeah, no big deal. Granted, we do. Oh, hello. We do now have some poison resistance that we didn't have before. I think it's 50% poison resistance. Is that enough to suddenly make us able to take down those plants? I would be hesitant to give it a try.
Just in time.
Return home.
May you never suffer drought.
What do you know about Salamandra?
They forced us to gather herbs, make fistic. One group hides in the cave near the old logging area.
Not those.
Salamandra is involved in the drug trade? Thanks.
We knew that, Geralt. Don't pretend we didn't. Ooh. We have some valuables, too. Also, what's in the trunk? Ooh, darn it, we have already read that. I mean, that would have been... Pretty sure we got that a long time ago, so that would have been a long time without having access to a pretty useful book, I believe. Don't remember, we might have needed it for the beggar tick. Well, that might have been technically a side quest. Where the Alguls were... That is where very scary dragons are. This is technically not where Scoia'tael hideout was. Yep, this is the power plant. We also definitely gave it a very clear angle at hitting us. Although that was a lot less damage than I was expecting it to do. This is the Scoia'tael camp. Or at least we're approaching it. And there were some power plants here as well. But this looks like a lot more enemies. Like, a whole lot more. Yeah. So, like, you guys want to come one by one? Otherwise, there is no freaking way I can take you out. What? That? Heard the sound effect of someone hitting something? Wondering if someone snuck up behind us that I didn't see. May have managed to at least separate one from the group, but that's not saying much just yet. It's the first piece of the puzzle. I mean, this skinny little bridge does do us a lot of favors. Is that the... Oh, Masked Warrior? Okay, you might be really powerful. You are dual-wielding, and you are dealing a lot of damage. Sounds like it might be a plant that is shooting at us from afar. But yeah, you have illegal swords. Much like the other leader that we fought a while ago, who was using illegal swords. And we do have backup weapon slot. I mean, there are still a whole bunch of you guys. Also, Geralt, you should probably keep that out. So, like... Yeah, if we could just continue to very slowly whittle away. Really sounds like there's a plant shooting at us. But I haven't found it yet. I don't think it's hitting us. hope not. There we go. Anyone else? Not immediately. Coins on you. Something. Okay. Can't tell who that is who's chasing us right now. Oh, there's a bow. You are both bow guys. Now I understand. Ah, okay, you are hitting me from there. I would like to fight you, but then at the same time, I think if I go close enough to fight you, then other people are going to notice. And, like, whole camp might notice. And, like, I don't want that to happen. But if we could get this masked warrior dude to come over, then that might be good. Okay, yep, we definitely attracted some attention there. Yeah, this is more than I would have liked. That was also pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this is way too much. There is a power plant over here. Somewhere. Maybe not so close, but I'm not sure we really want to fight that guy right now. Okay. We also can't use power stance against you. We also do not have enough endurance to use a call at the moment, or a sign rather. Does kind of stink. And now, except it did nothing. Alright, this is gonna be a tough one. Gonna have to be very mindful of trying to only fight one at a time, and try not to take any hits as we're trying to get clever, maneuvering around. Like this. And backing ourselves into a corner, which is not what we should have done. That's not what I wanted to happen. I was on the wrong stance for fighting you. Still am. This is also the wrong stance. There are too many of you guys, and you do too many different things. I also think I just switched what our, okay, now I'm just completely tilting. I accidentally switched our sign, which is not what I wanted to do.
You challenge.
Please roll in the correct direction. Also, I'm pretty sure we got hit there. Can we bail ourselves out with anything right now? I think we do have some explosives, but we have not used any of those once. Right click to use. Run away. I don't know if that did anything at all. Also, please do this. Or please stop hopping, Geralt. I need to actually fight these guys. Well, I can. It's a killing blow on one. We're still not in good shape, though. Are we taking damage over time? Uh-oh. That was the poison plant. We just attracted. Yay, we are close to being able to use a sign, but not just yet. And now. There is another poison plant, which will kill us very easily, in fact. Is it fighting the salamander dude? I think it might be. Oh. Should we have done that all along? Possibly. Possibly. Are we just gonna sit here like a coward and slowly regenerate our health? Absolutely. I mean, we had no right surviving that. We messed up big time. Several different ways. I mean, here's the tower. We might want to explore that at some point. See if anything's changed there. I mean, we did check that area a little while ago and saw Kalkstein there. Don't want to get close enough to actually have to fight you, though. Certainly not when we have this low HP. That is another one of the plants. Yes, it is. Those are still there. case there's any question about that. And, just, you know, take our little bit of coins here. Really wish you would duck underground. That would, you know, make it a lot easier to walk past here, because I don't really know what the extent of your range is. And we also have a lot of salamander dudes who want to tear our head off. So, like, not having to worry about running into you would be very helpful. We'll just, you know, like, pick some flowers. We actually just mean peace. Of course we can't do that. Apparently this is not close enough for you to hit us, which surprises me a lot. We do still have very low HP. But I'd rather not fight these guys right now. And, we still don't have any food, right? Oh, we do have a tiny bit. Well, now is probably as good a time as any to use that. Because, I mean, we did trigger those guys when we went after the archers. Might be that we've gotten it, or we've attracted anyone who's close enough that would see us if we tried to make that move again. Don't really have any ranged attack that we could hit someone from this far away. And we have some signs, but I don't think any that have this kind of range. Double check. We do have the ability to actually have some weak-willed individuals fight on our side, which is potentially something that we might have wanted to try against that last group, since we had multiple people fighting us simultaneously, and might have been that the masked warrior is strong enough to not, or to resist that attack. Kinda hoping we would, in fact, get your attention, but I'm also kinda hoping you're just gonna shoot into this tree at the moment. Oh, not true. Please attack.
Die, bastard!
Okay, yep, and we are taking more damage than I wanted to take. May still be able to hit us from here. Oh dear. This is not what I wanted to be doing right now. What the heck was that also? We have like 1 HP right now. And we do have someone following us. This is not gonna end well. And you did not get knocked down when I did that. Which is not cool. Neither did you. That was stupid. My bad. So, I'm not sure where this autosave is gonna leave us off. I don't think we hard saved anytime soon. It is the hard save that's most recent. We're about to find out just how far back we're gonna be sent. Oh. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Right in front of the giant fire-breathing dragons. There is one group of salamander dudes that we have to fight still. Normal salamander dudes. Ones that we did successfully fight earlier. And then we have the ones that are actually hiding at the Scoia'tael camp, the ones that are much more significant. But, at the very least, it gives us some good reconnaissance information. We know that the ones at the camp, they're no joke. Now, how does that change our approach here? I don't know, does that mean we free all the people from this camp nearby, and then after that, we head back? Possibly. What exactly is this? Still the same island? Yeah. Don't ever remember going this direction. Even though there's one of these here? Weird. I have no recollection of this little side of the island. Alright. Take your word for it. Clearly it exists. Have the normal dudes here. But if you don't mind me, just to like quickly pick some of your nice plants. then I will fight you. Yeah, so we made several mistakes in that previous fight, including, of course, just attracting more enemies than we wanted to attract. That was the primary thing. But we did also mess up a bit in terms of I accidentally swapped my stance.
You'll regret the day.
And okay, try not to attract the Overseer himself. And then in trying to switch back to the correct stance, I accidentally swapped our signs, and then we wasted a whole bunch of time doing that, and probably getting hit, taking a fair bit of damage along the way, when we should have just been able to switch instantly, or just pause the game,
Mess with me.
switch to Zen, and been more efficient. Would that have been a difference maker? Hard to say definitively. We were in some pretty bad shape. I mean, certainly for that last fight, I think there was just about nothing we could have done, because we just had no business trying to fight that many guys all at once. For some reason, I thought you were actually dead there. There we go, though. Hello, friends.
Just in time.
Return home.
May you never suffer drought.
You have
What do
different
you know about
clothing than you had
Salamanders?
last time.
They forced us to gather herbs.
It's more
make
colorful this
fistic.
time.
One group hides in the cave near the old logging area.
Salamandra is involved in the drug trade? Thanks. Return home.
Yeah, so like right now, is it worth it to go back? Talk to Vasca? Ooh, there are kicking more workers. Can we attempt to go straight to the Salamander camp again? Because it would be tough. There isn't much new stuff. Well, I mean, we do know that we can deliberately use the plant. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. I'm going to save before we do it, because it is a bit of a crazy idea. But we did use it a little bit before. No, save over the one that we had just mere moments ago. But let's try this. We're gonna get a power plant here. We're gonna get another power plant. Ow. Okay, you did hit me. It would have been ideal if you did not. There is another one over here, I thought. Yep. Now what we're gonna do, we're going to attract everyone. Ideally. And then we're just gonna run over here. Ow. Run over here. Run over here. Right by this guy. And just let you guys have some fun. Mostly. Right, yeah, we should probably at least have our sword out, but, you know, just like, at the very least, have these guys all be distracted here. While we fight one-on-one with you, ideally. Alright, is the plant trying to attack us? It might be. Something's attacking us. Yeah, because if the plant is attacking us, then that defeats the whole purpose of having done this. Okay, plant is now attacking us, but all those salamander dudes are dead. So, I mean, maybe could execute it a little bit better next time. We do still have only half HP at the moment, but I think that is a pretty good recipe for success there. So we should now have food, right? Because we have not yet used it on this save file. We could even deliberately swap over to... which one is it? Training charge... That's, no. It is this one. Yeah. Switch to this sign. It's the one that gives us the force field. So you use that, and you basically just go into super defensive mode. And I'm gonna wait for us to regenerate a little bit more HP, just in case we do accidentally get hit a few too many times. But, I mean, not only does this help to take out a bunch of salamander dudes, it does potentially help us to take out that plant too, which is something that I don't think we've ever succeeded with, taking out one of the actually more powerful than an Echinops plants. So that would be pretty sweet. There, the effect of the food just wore off, so let's consume something else real quick. Lucky strawberry. That totally looks like a strawberry that we just ate. Maybe not. We'll wait for that to wear off. We can get a little bit higher on the life, because I mean, if executed correctly, we should really barely be getting hit with this strategy. But as you saw in that last one, I mean, there was one of the masked warriors that did manage to fight us quite a bit, and we probably could have done a better job of fighting him back rather than just running around in circles. So that's probably one of the main improvements we could do, is either make sure that that person does not hit us at all, and that the plant does all the dirty work for us, or that if we do still have a 1v1 that we actually fight back. Okay, so there's the effect of that food worn off. We will eat one more, I think, just to have that in effect while we're doing all this stuff. But we can get you to come over here. That would be nice. Yes, please walk this way. Talk this way. Here is our plant friend. You are fighting our plant friend. How much HP does our plant friend have? A whole bunch. Okay, it will attack us if we start fighting it. I think I'm going to try the retreat method. If you do follow us, then I will fight back, but we may not have to. Oh? Hold on. Somehow you survived. Surely you didn't defeat the plant. No, you did not. Plant is unbeatable. Okay? That should be very clear at this point in time. Plant will have like 20 kills by the time we're done. In fact, that may not even be an exaggeration. That may be an underestimate. Okay, you guys, please follow me. Should take out the sword, just in case. Okay, make sure we're getting all of you. And then let the plant's kill count continue to rise. Still has almost full HP, for the record. Did hit us there, I think. Something did, at least. I think it's hitting that guy there. One that's closest to us. I think we're out of its range right now, but I am curious to see if they are actually capable of dealing any significant damage to it. It is just ripping them to shreds. In case there was any question as to just how powerful those things were, it is capable of taking down an entire Salamandra unit. Okay, do you want to run from you guys? Oh, this might just be one masked warrior. Other than that, the bow people who tend not to follow us. Okay, so you guys, I'm just gonna let you two duke it out. Ow. Okay, plant did hit me there. I was gonna say, that might have been because it took care of the masked warrior, but it did not, and there's another one of the plants. One that I was originally thinking we would do these fights with. I need to do quick stance if I'm actually gonna fight you. This is also not the best place for you to be standing. Please go through this thing, Geralt. Otherwise, that will hit you. And, yes, like, that one's closer than I would like. Bow dude is going to try to fight us from here.
Die, bastard!
This is not the best setup for us at the moment, because Bow dude can just fire away from distance. And he's still not dead. Alright, we got rid of the bow people, which is pretty sweet. Now we do have seemingly a little bit of a safe alcove here, where we can just generate a little bit of HP. And we know we can retreat if necessary. Probably shouldn't have ventured quite that far forward. So if you guys just like chill there for a second, I'm going to, see if we have any more food to quickly restock, replenish a little bit of HP. And, you know, see if we can take account of how many enemies we still have here. There's 2 there. There's 2 there, including the leader. Might be more to the left, although I can't see. There are. I think those are dummies, because I remember there being dummies here when we were visiting the Scotel camp. So I think it's just these 4. Granted, 4, including the camp leader, is a lot. That would be very difficult. If you compare that to when we fought the leader in the sewers, I think we needed to separate them out a little more than that before we were successful. So I think we still need to either find ways to separate them, and that might be sufficient that they're in these sort of pseudo groups of 2 already. Any more food? Haha, Lids was talking earlier about how food was useless, and now he's saying he really needs it. Like, can we, yeah, do this? Like, attract just your attention, or 2 of your attentions? Probably should have waited a little bit longer to see if we could get some better HP back first. Also want this stance. Is that us with the poison, or is that something else that's hitting us with poison? I think we may have only attracted one of your attentions, actually. In which case, that was ideal. We could take a little bit of damage here, but if we could just fight this one guy here, and then we'd have... Oh, that's Salamander Mage. I did not see that at first. Okay. That potentially means those 2 could be a pretty nasty combination. I'm guessing that the leader dude, whose name is currently obscured, Roland Kleinheim, or however you'd say it, is probably a melee dude. And then the mage, obviously, mage. But there have been very few occasions in which we've attacked mages, and they tend to be people who are leaders of some variety. Mini-bosses or outright bosses. Get your attention? We did. Okay. That is what I wanted. I do also want to avoid attracting their attention, if possible. We could just fight you in this corner here, that would be ideal. Mission complete. Nice. Side mission complete. Side objective. Fine. That's clearer. What I mean, we have successfully gotten rid of everyone but those 2. So we'll just, you know, take a moment here to relax, pick some flowers. Use that as an opportunity to regenerate a little bit of HP. And once we've done that, I think we're going to need a lot. We're going to want basically full HP or close to it when we fight those guys, on the assumption that, like I was saying, they're going to be very, very powerful. When we come this far, don't have enough room for any more of the plants. Beggar Tick? We filled our inventory worth of Beggar Tick? That was supposed to be so rare. Wondering if we have some things that are not perfectly stacked or something like that that we could easily get rid of or create some space by stacking them correctly. And pretty sure those are pretty useless. I'm gonna assume that 1 Beggar Tick is better than 2 of those. For a second I thought that was a power plant, which actually might have been useful in this circumstance. We could potentially try to use that to fight these guys, but I'm not sure we want to take that risk because we're probably going to need to loot it afterward. And that's going to be tough to do if we have a very powerful attack that's also hitting us while we're trying to do that. That was potentially dangerously close. Just over half HP. Just go to the fireplace and heal. That would actually be ideal, but I doubt we could do that. There's one right next to them. One right here, actually. Yeah, why not, right? Use our talent points and heal up a little bit, and then we'll fight them. Because we can. Okay, so if we're deliberately trying to pick things for this very fight, then we would need steel. Or, well, if we were to use sword upgrade, then we would go for steel. Would be strong. It also probably wouldn't be strong. But we do have... We haven't done this yet. Fast steel or fast silver. Seems like a pretty meaningful thing to use your silver points on. I think we do this. And then... As for the bronze, I'm wondering if... Might be... Ooh. Art is the one that we've been using the most for our signs. It seems like the signs are something that we ought to spend more points on. We've been relying pretty heavily on this guy. Chance to stun, I think, would be key, because we're using this mostly as area control, crowd control. One is, what, the fire one? Ooh. Like the prospect of being able to power it up, though. That sounds cool. The fire one. This is the defensive one. Ooh. Person attacking loses vitality? I think is what it means by assailant. So obviously, if we lose our own vitality, then that's useless. Fire resistance also potentially helpful. Or we've basically never used it. What is this? This the one that makes people fight against each other? I mean, if we could use that on the mage, then that would be pretty awesome. But I'm just not sure if the mage is going to be weak enough for it to still work. This one is the, like, trap thing that we create on the ground. I'm not a huge fan of this one. We have tried it a tiny bit. I think I'm more likely to adopt one of these other ones. So let's do... Aside from this, we have two others. Increase the distance. And... Oh, we need to do something else first. Ours student. I have student now. Oh, you won't let me do it until I've actually meditated and truly gained student. Okay, well, fine. Be that way. Take all that stuff, and we will meditate for... I mean, I guess enough hours to go to midnight, because it's not really a huge deal. If, in fact, these guys won't actually attack us when we're hiding, like, 5 feet behind them. And with that, I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap up this video, because it's getting pretty long here, and, well, for some reason, we were able to meditate directly behind the bosses. We now have full HP, and next video, we'll see just how tough they are. So we have that to look forward to. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.